Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's Edward back at you with yet another stream on this fine Tuesday evening. And naturally, I could go my spiel of the sporting world doesn't stop and all that type of stuff. But as you can imagine, this is going to be very much a NFL free agency based initial opening segment, and then we'll go from there. Because naturally, it seemed the most appropriate to react to free agency as it's happening in front of us. Picked out a couple of things that naturally caught my eye, and naturally, this one was eye-catching. And when you consider that, no, that isn't the article I wanted. It's this one. That the Jets are clearly taking a longer term approach with where their roster is, which I find relatively reassuring in the respect of the natural inclination would be to try and draft someone, were they second overall? Anyway, it doesn't matter. And whereas they are actually choosing to build out the foundations first at a relatively sort of, if you take Geno Smith, sort of at relatively low cost. Naturally, it's not your long-term answer, and he's never going to be. But if you can use the picks that you've amassed and the roster rebuild that you're trying to do, makes all the sense in the world. I mean, if you go down to the New York Jets, I actually like what they've done in free agency in terms of the move out of all of these that pleased me the most was Demario Davis. I mean, it's if you ever want to personify that is the rebuild the locker room type strategy, it's the bring in some established veterans that add to a locker room rather than detract from it. And even from a Micah Fitzpatrick, strikes me as a player that has not quite been around the block, but he's been on a couple of teams, at least 4, I think. Is it 4? 3. Now 4th. Obviously going between Pittsburgh, Miami, and now New York. Actually, that's a typo, isn't it? Should be. Miami, Pittsburgh, and then yes, but it's I like what the Jets have done, even though and especially with, well, obviously to date they kept Breece Hall. It's they're not too long term of a deals, which is nice. Gives you obviously flexibility. And yeah, it's I really like what they've done. One team that I do not like with the passion of what they've done, bar one move, is the Titans. And the move obviously I'm referring to is the Franklin Myers, who obviously did really well for Denver. And trying to think of a way of putting it, it's the it's hard to see. I say hard to see. It's hard to know what sort of tangible values they're looking for. I mean, Wan'Dale Robinson was a elaborate slot corner. I would have rathered them not signed Wan'Dale Robinson, gone from someone that's more on a 1 or 2 year deal, and condensed the money in both corners and the wide receiver, and tried to beat the Raiders to Linderbaum, however you pronounce it, and just from the perspective of keeping Cam Ward upright, because a guard on a 1 year deal at such low value is clearly not going to be it. Same with their two backup linemen. They obviously released Lloyd Cushenberry, and yeah, I don't quite understand where they're trying to take the roster now. If the Titans end up essentially going starting lineman heavy, you can go fair enough. I can understand where they're coming from, but and furthermore, I hope that Cam Ward's second year doesn't become a write-off, and this is separate from free agency. When you consider this is a separate from free agency based point. I just hope that Cam Ward doesn't get stuck between a personality clash between Brian Daboll and Robert Saleh, because it's something I could in my gut I have a horrible feeling it's going to happen, but I hope it doesn't for Cam Ward's sake. It is just the O's, with both having head coaching experience and being strong personalities, could easily see it turning into who knows better, and by extension semi-divide the locker room. And yeah, I hope it doesn't happen, but I fear it will do. But yeah, and I'm not surprised the Vikings have had a quiet off-season, just so far. Obviously, we're 1 day in, but because naturally, we don't know who the GM is, but it's definitely not the. I don't know who the new GM is, rather, but when you give up so much for JJ McCarthy and Dallas Turner, and it doesn't quite pan out, and therefore you lose the amount of picks that you did, you had the over-lever on free agents. There's no real surprise. I mean, the Rams have been surprising in the respects of very aggressive, and I can't help thinking that I wonder what the amount of money they're throwing at their defensive backs translates to Puka Nakua's an extension in terms of, yeah, obviously one aren't tied to the other, but still, I can't help, doesn't help cross my mind. And Cole Strange, yes, it makes sense. Naturally, going into free agency, you naturally would have assumed that they may have been a taker for Linderbaum, but I don't think anyone, I think many would have wanted to get up to what the Raiders paid, which yeah, I mean it's a sort of a slam dunk deal for him, especially, isn't it? I mean, it's a 2-year deal where he makes $30 million per. I mean, you can't complain at that. And one move that I'm pleased didn't happen so far is the Colts and Daniel Jones, because I hope the Colts, well, quite simply, it's just a move I wouldn't make in the respect of, I think his value is overinflated based on the fact that he did really well against, well, this is last season, he did really well against teams he should have beat, resulting in an overinflated record. And quite simply, he is, I don't, to me, he's not worth 50 million a year. He's just not. I mean, he's on 50 million. Jalen Hurts, no thank you. It's a bit of a joke, but Matt Stafford, he should get more. Christ. But I think where he is right now is actually a fair value, you'd probably say. Maybe 45, around the sort of what Kirk Cousins got from the Falcons, but obviously that's irrelevant. But if you take a Tua out of it, there's no way on God's green earth he's worth the 50 million he's asking for. And it's to me, it would feel very likely that a bad decision following another bad decision, in the respect of believe that in respect of, even though you can understand why they traded for Sauce Gardner, but when you're giving up so many picks, and at that particular point you had Alec Pierce to pay, you got Daniel Jones trying to work out what to do, then you got the free agent class they're coming next year. It's something you need to plan for, and as a result, this free agency class and what you choose to not do is incredibly important. Even some of the trades of, you can understand them moving on from Michael Pittman. Would have preferred it to be just a generic pick rather than pick swap, but it gets you out of that deal. Zaire Franklin, it's a bit strange, but still, it's and just pivoting away from it. It was refreshing to see a sportsman actually be honest, not honest, but open. Because I can't even imagine what a surgery that he went through, and it's just nice that's in a society where we're even more concerned about opening up that someone has, and just to sort of show that it is possible. But yeah, so ironic, that's the wrong choice of term anyway. They got Arden Key as well. Transition tag. Going through some of these. I do find the Texans mildly frustrating, because trading away 2 O-linemen it just strike like Braden Smith for Titus Howard. I'd rather have Titus Howard. Ed Ingram, you go, okay, but I believe when he left Minnesota, their line wasn't hardly catching light, but yeah, I just don't understand why you trade away linemen, even though yes they weren't good, but you probably say the linemen they traded away were probably one of the best of a bad bunch, and yeah, if you want to see what I call a semi-perfect, the free agency that you ideally want, you need to look at sort of a Detroit and going not too aggressive. Isaiah Pacheco for what you presume is a 1 or 2 year deal is nice. Probably say if J.K. Dobbins is 2 for 20, then what? 11, 12 million per? So every day of the week. Let's see if there's any that. I got Zion Johnson as well. Quincy Williams. 20 million for. Jesus. Traded for Garrett Bradbury to replace the retired Dalman, I believe. That's strange. I mean, in the nicest possible way, I would have preferred Joe Flacco, but there we go. Of all teams that can sort of weather a big trade like that, you'd probably say it's the Ravens. And what I mean by weather is not necessarily the player, but the fact that you always say that trading away top assets like 2 firsts is something that makes the margin of error incredibly narrow for a team. But you'd say the Ravens are probably an outlier from that in respect of how many compensatory picks each year they happen to get. And you need to look at sort of who they lost in free agency, and actually you'd assume they'd get a 2 picks for, was it Draymond Jones, who went to the Patriots, and then Linderbaum that obviously went to the Raiders, and that's 2 picks right there. And Isaiah Likely to the Giants, and then is it Kolar that went to the Chargers as well? Charlie Kolar, he was one that did that viral. Was it viral? Is it him? I'm remembering. Anyway, but yeah, they always guarantee just to get at least 2 or 3 players, that 2 or 3 picks each year, and for all intents and purposes, even though first rounders have a sort of massive weighting, every single pick is a educated guess to throw in the dark. So, yeah, you move very much of a big deal. So let's open Steam. I've waffled on long enough. Close that tab. That's there. It's all good. Why can I not? Showing up on my screen, but nothing on. Yeah, it's show up on that screen fine. Let's do that on another screen. Be sensible. gmail.com, and it's this. Naturally, being a professional production here, would have done this before stream, but is it this one? Oh, it's this one, isn't it? Right. Love of all things holy, Mother Nazareth. What is this? It's... No, it's that. That's what I just got. One second. Why is that not right? Oh, it's the account name, not email. That'll be why. We'll get there eventually, honest. Yay, there we go. So let's get that back up. Y 93x6. That's all there, and then we'll go arc. Right, there's an update bits. You always knew that the Raiders were going to be aggressive, but I like the fact they've got a bit of more breadth of signings rather than say breadth of signings. They're not too devastating of a deal. You sort of compare Vegas's free agency to the Titans. Where would they be? They'd be down. You say it's chalk and cheese in the respect of obviously everyone pays for free agency, but you sort of think of their top 5 deals. You'd rather have the Raiders every day of the week, twice on Sundays. And actually, the Vegas have sort of a competitive advantage in terms of the state they're in and that type of stuff. But still, it's... That's nice. Burn Tucker. I suppose obviously say it's nice, but if you're trying to fill out your entire free agency, or O-line especially, up by free agency, then you sort of need to question your life, what's got you to this point, but still. Nice. But I was pleased to see this particular move from the Lions because you're naturally being the trading away David Montgomery is both. Well, it helps you. you get 2 extra late picks, and irrespective of how low chances they are, you'd rather have more darts throws of the dice, or however you want to phrase it. And you still get a running back, and you're always going to have a good one, and he's you probably say, be pleased with the new change of scenery. And yeah, I like what the Lions have done. I really do. You gain reinforcements up front, and you still get a very adequate replacement to the player you lost as part of that trade. It's so the plan for Ark. Good point. I'm gonna change this. So just quickly. No, let's go Raiders projects. Like this one, they're all track. Okay. And this one, it was Leaper Pulse units. So that one. So let's get this done. Camera lens. Fire burner. I think the fire burners are on all of them, aren't they? So that's all good. I'm happy with that. I can see my even I got a thing. I got. Semi-automatic like ammo. And I just sell that. Just want to clear up my inventory. Let's do center stash. Actually, let's bring that back. Let's detach center stash. I'd rather have that on you, center stash. And on this one, I'd rather have. What do you mean? That on you. Let's just repair you. Center stash. Actually, let's just do that. Oh, does that not stack? Oh, that's moderately annoying. Doobie-doo. Let's get in it. Cool. Let's do Stellar Montis for a sort of a semi-warm-up, and then could easily go on to the multiplayer and all that type of stuff. I'm trying to get to. So in reality, I need to try and get to. Where am I going? No, I don't know. Is it that way? Breach this. Hello, Poppet. Hello? Can you hear me? Hey, hey. What does this do? I'm moderately lost as to what that is meant to do, but... Where am I? I need to go this way then. Come on, pop it. Nice. Cool. I swear he said the red lights blueprint. I don't even know what that is. Don't particularly want to go after them. What options do I have? Not an awful lot. Let's try and go around the other side. Go down and around on this particular side of the... This way? Oh, sugar plums. Ow, 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 ow. Let's do that. Why is there two of them? Oh, I'm dead. Not the gumdrop buttons. I realised I was rather high there. Sounded like a 16-year-old. Step, bro. I'm stuck. Thank you. Right. No problem. So based on the fact that everyone's just appears to be on this side, let's see. Well, that's open, so that's disconcerting that it's already been looted. Yeah, it has. I'm trying to remember what I needed. Because it's blue, I'm just going to grab it. Is this sensible to be going over bits that... Probably not. So in that case, I'll go over the other side. Go medical. Or I could go to the drawer of many things. There's also a possibility. I don't like the fact. What on earth is that? I've never been more confused. There's 3 of them. 2 down. Oh, hello. Great 10th time lucky. I can't. Oh, someone's beat me to it. So essentially, someone's already been through the entire thing. Yeah. So at the moment, I'm sort of bargain shopping, aren't I? Oh, no one's been through this drawer. So, dude. Eat. So now this is for the damaged heat sink I'm looking for right now. So at the moment, not a lot. Looking for a damaged one. Don't need that. There we go. How many do I need? Let's do one more just in case. I don't think I need another one. That's good enough. So let's go over here and just see what's what. No. Yeah, I'm just going to go all the way along. Go back round, down, and then... Let's see if anyone's been over here. Probably, but you'd rather check than not. Or I'd rather check. But the fact that he's here, I'd very much... breach and search this. No. Waste. A waste! I haven't heard the dominatory thing, whatever it's called. I mean, recently. Someone's been in here. Yeah. They just evac out. Probably a problem with this, mate. You have to really get spawned in the right place. You want any half decent loot. So let's just evac out and move on. Yeah, perfect. Not even many robots. There was something else I needed. Hello. Sup.
Come on, dance with me.
The problem with this map, you get a couple of people on. What's this game? Who's me? It's pointless me putting on. Upgrade. No, it's repair, isn't it? What is it? Advanced technical. mechanical rather, not technical. Right, what can I get rid of? Send to stash. So let's just go Raider projects. This one wasn't it? No. It's this one. Commit. Didn't find any of them, which was Fireburner. So it's that. Cool. Workshop. Need 30, you'd say. What can I... Slimline tonic. Christy. That maybe? Let's go Raiders. Traders rather. Celeste. What can I buy from Seeds? Mechanic. Yes, you can. Maybe. Probably not.
Welcome back. What can I do for you? Don't skimp on firepower.
We can't get mechanical components. That is...
Explosives and gadgets, fresh off it.
Probably able to make it though. What on earth can I use up? What is the anvil? Maybe it's... That's got one. Actually, I can probably sell some bits and bobs. Nice. Sell that. Keep some of them. Let's sell that now. Sell that. Let's move on. Let's then go workshop. Here. Here. 1, 2, 3. That makes a good point. Probably down them. So let's bring 2 of them up. Workshop. The 2. Boom. Okay, see that's up to 5. Play. Let's go blue gate to start. Let's repair this. Cool. Why am I doing this one again? Can't remember. Ooh. So I suppose, So right now I'm looking for fireball thingamabobber. Is that it? What's that? Let's go and join that guy over there. No, I don't need that. I don't really need you, so I'm just going to leave you. Want friends. Oh, that's the thing I need. Oh, that's a wasp. There's an unfriendly over the far side, by the way. Come on. Guy over there by the house, non-friendly. Just peek to the right. Yeah, that the one you can just. So want to keep my BDI. So I've slightly changed my position. Where could he? No. Was a leaper. Just leave him. Let's go over this side of the map, I reckon. Nice. Still more good on the bullet front. That's good. Top that out because I know I lost one last round. Hello. Why both of them? I didn't ask for both of them. Shit! That's alright. don't completely trust the guy that's just gone up the thing, but... Go there. What was the other one? It was a damaged heatsink and... Damaged heatsink, fireball burner, and then camera lenses. Doubt I'm going to get that on this map. Hello, Puppet. Go this way. Oh my god. Run. Oh, sugar plums. Oh no, 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 no. What are you after my ass? My pert rear end. I'm trying really hard just to cling to the cliff face. There's the evac point down here, so I can use that. Wait for it to... Oh, it's lost interest, that's good.
Head home at the forest air shaft.
I'm happy. Let's see back out. Actually, that's a good idea. It's more from the standpoint of just clearing up my loot and not having to... That was slightly odd. Nice, Speranza, let's go. Nice. Nice. So let's go. Raiders projects. This one. Fireball that. Commit resource. I can then don't have to track that anymore. Where does that belong? Security. Right, fine. That one's 3 of them. Probably that one. So let's get 80 more bullets. Actually, before we do that, was 1. That's there. That's I'm happy with that for now. That's there. So you need 20 more. I think this is the best option for camera lenses. Alright, or we use pivot and just go straight to matriarch for squads. Let's do that. Let's repair this. We are pivoting. Let's not do that. Let's center stash. Yeah, let's put that to there. Let's get an extra band medical. Nope, that one. Right, so I need one refiner, one Kushti. So we got that there, and then now actually didn't even make it, did I? Craft. That's all good. Happy with that. So then now we'll go to explosive station, and then get these bad boys wherever they are. Trigger. Bomb. No. I want them in here. So repair that. So let's not. And we'll give this not solo squad fills. Very much so. I hope the matchmaking isn't longer. Bonjour, everybody. Everyone good? Anyone have any objectives or anything they're trying to do? Are they very talkative? That is the question. Do. Boo do. The answer is no. They're not So I got. Bonjour!
Bonjour, monsieur.
Fuck it. Always careful. What's over here? Yeah, do you want to push? Let's flank up on the high ground before we do anything. I think it's another team. Yeah. They've gone down the hill. I'm pushing up a bit. I'm hearing a lot of commotion, but not a lot of shooting. Yes. Yeah, let's go. Ow, that hurt. Your heels, Romanov. Yep. There's medium bullets in here if you want them. Or like there. Cool. Why not? Hello. What have you gotten? Ammo, ammo, ammo. Well, I shall take that. What is this? Venet. Oh, okay. Venator 4. I'll take that. Mine. Six seeds. Make. Where can we move out? Where can we go? Potentially sort of go up there. Not to say go out there, but see there's some fighting up there. Let's get these. Potentially get involved with the matriarch as well. Let's sort them back around. Yeah, we're all good. Actually got more than I actually need, but anyway. There's a raider in front of me. There. Oh, no problem. Yeah, I think we're all good. One. The guy said we're all good too, but this is our. Do 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 do. Yeah, that's the guy that I said we're all good. I think it's Galaxy someone. Whatever his name is. I'm gonna have a nosy at the matriarch. If you need shields one, then I can easily give you some. Looks like it's getting peppered, the mage. Well, not getting peppered, it's overstating it, but. There may be. We're gonna have a lot of arc babies in a second. Clearly, there's some people in here. Can I get out of this? You also have a leaper up here as well, so mind yourselves. Get my grenades out just in case. Where are you go? Oh, you're on there. What building? People, are you back in? That's all good. Do I want to take out the Leaper?
An Ark orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing. You have 10 minutes to return to Speranza. I repeat, 10 minutes.
Right, I'm in a sugar plums. Oh, dude. Oh no, no. I need to get inside so I can heal. Don't mind me.
Hello, Raiders.
There's a Leaper on. There's a
Friendly body.
yeah. There's a.
Through the door.
What gun is that?
Nice sound.
Oh. Ow. No, I'm so dead. Get out of the way!
Alton, come in the building. I have a digit. Where?
God, we're getting lit up like a Christmas tree.
Come inside.
That's what she said. Oh. Don't have to tell me twice. Thank you, good sir. So let's then go. Oh, I did. It should actually work. That here. Oh, I nearly popped someone in the back of the head. Oh dear. Ow! Jesus wept. This is different. We got 6 minutes to evac, Rubenov. 6 minutes. Yeah.
Head home at the cliffside air shaft.
Do you want to evac out? I reckon we evac out, to be honest. Not sure whether you can hear me still, but... I was about to defib him.
All Raiders, we have Ark on screen. 5 minutes left. Go find a way home. I repeat, 5
I'm evacing out, by the way, Romanov. Based on the fact that one of them just shot me in the back of the head, I don't completely trust them.
Head home at the cliffside air shaft.
Yeah, I haven't got a hatch key. It's interesting that everyone's using the run. Yeah, all good. Oh dear. I really don't like that's all that being here next. Can I just mount up? Get up.
Last chance to get out safely. I repeat, 2 minutes.
Yeah, we need to go. Right, get out. We got a way to exit, Romanov. wonder if this will still work. That's completely closed. I swear I had a hatch key in my inventory. No, one of the guys said that they had a hatch key, so gonna have to hit. One of them will be open. I'd call that sort of a win, really. I didn't need any of the others. Why don't you... Let's do that. That was which one was it that I got all my stuff on? Is it this one? It was. So that was my first multiplayer. It was slightly bizarre. So why can't... Okay, so therefore... Let's make that. No, let's craft that. Let's put you on. 2 slot for light shields. Why don't you... I don't understand why it won't let me. One second. I'm just trying to... That's cautious. So let's then try the other one. Survivor. Craft. I'm not going to... So it sells them. Survivor. Light or medium. Oh, I see. Just going to sell that. Cool. I understand that now. So if I was to do... Yeah. Okay. That makes sense, Rooney. So suppose then if you're sort of going really close to the deadline, that's why you need the hatch key. So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to do that. Defib is my 2 standards. So currently I am... Let's give the Bobcat a go. I've never... So okay, so let's buy the stock from Tianwen.
You came to me, so you know I'm the best. You paid for it.
So then, is anything else I need? Let's repair it. Let's underbarrel light magazine. Tianwen underbarrel
Something?
light mag. Yes, I did. Let's put a green light mag on you, and then underbarrel.
What is it? No time for chit chat.
Okay, I'll move on then.
What is it?
Let's go this one, maybe.
Good to see you. That one? Oh yeah, that's going to treat you right.
So let's then go recorder there. Recorder's incredibly important. Let's go that, shield, that, and that for next time. That is light ammo. So let's then make a shit ton of you. See, it makes an extra 100. That's all good. Let's do that. I suppose now, if I'm going down the route of doing these squads, then it's going to clear out my inventory just by proxy. So cool. I'm going to call it there actually. It's been a pleasure as always. I'll be live this time 7 p.m. on Thursday. Have a good evening, afternoon or morning.